Hello. Back with another video. This one I might get a little bit angry about this, or maybe angry about this. After hearing the whole Splatoon news with no voice chat for random matches and stuff, um, and hearing that the features that Iwata wants to put in, he couldn't because the top guys, I guess you could say, didn't want him to, and they said that they'll be in the successor to the Wii U. And that's a problem. And you know what? I'm gonna, I might be angry soon. All I'm gonna say is this: stop being too stubborn, because you're killing yourselves. If you're expected to release this console 2017 or 2018, you're gonna be blamed by a lot of people. Who knows if you're gonna be the one reason why there's no video game. There's gonna be a video game crash, because I'm gonna guess people are gonna stay with the older consoles until 2016, and when they get the newer consoles, and after, like in 2016, and after 2 years or 1 year, they announce, or even in 2016, they announce the Wii U successor just after cross-gen has recently just ended, and then people will just start giving up on Nintendo. They'll start giving up on you because you are giving up on the Wii U when the Wii U hasn't even truly bloomed its, it hasn't even gotten its OS up to par. It hasn't even, well, actually just the OS up to par. Yeah. It's still got a lot of things that it can do, specifically since this is a next generation console, and they're saying these things, and I know they should be starting the console development, but after they develop the Wii U, but just the hardware should be there. The OS, the Wii U can still do a lot of things that probably the Xbox 360 couldn't do, maybe. And it's been getting to the point where I'm just thinking Nintendo executives have to stop, because at this rate, Nintendo is going to be in a worse position, the worst sort of like their image is gonna start looking worse if they do this, and that's the problem. If they announce this in 2017 or release this in 2017 or 2018, I know I'm not gonna be getting it, because I'm starting to play the Wii U like it is supposed to be played on, and that's sad. And people are gonna disagree with me. People are gonna say, "Oh yeah, well Nintendo releases consoles 5 years after it launched." This is different, because cross-gen has still yet to end. Their OS is still not up to par, and they still have a lot of things that they can do, especially when they can update, put in patches, put in more features that actually help gaming. That changes the way we think about console lifespan. The console lifespan can still probably increase if they have all those OS features, and they should be getting them. And I think maybe because the reason why a lot of people might not be getting those systems is because the OS is not up to par. So what I'm gonna say is, Nintendo, your image is getting worse. Your image is sort of getting better, but it's gotten probably worse. Maybe, like right now, maybe. And people are starting to not take you seriously, really. Like, you're the best developer that's in the gaming industry, and yet your OS is not even up to par, and yet you can't even put simple features like this, and that's why I'm still mad, or I'm beyond mad. I'm angry, because these are simple features that people have been asking. Shogi has been asking. Other Nintendo fans have been asking since launch. There's no excuse. Splatoon, there's no excuse. Splatoon, you need to cooperate with people, and if you can't communicate, then how the heck are you supposed to like do it like that? I just honestly just think that they should stop because they really are just they're gonna kill themselves. They're gonna shoot themselves in the foot if they do this, and I hope the Showkills movement does well because they really just need to know that they're making themselves look worse. And I know Iwata has been trying to get these features addressed and stuff, and he's trying to convince, I guess, these guys to do it. Obviously, he has to keep a job, but like he's trying to do it, and just the Nintendo executives above him just say no. They still say no, and people were accepting that. Oh yeah, it's going to be in the next generation consoles. I'm like thinking that's still not good because what about the Wii U? What are people going to say about the Wii? What are people going to see about the Wii U? Yeah, it's going to have amazing games. Yeah, it's going to have that. But was it a success that people wanted it to be, or was it, maybe I'm going too far about this. I'm sorry, but it's just that to me, it seems like the Nintendo executives are not looking at the cross-gen charts for PS3 and Xbox 360 guys, and all these stuff. And cross-gen has still yet to end. We're still seeing games like, I guess, Battlefield, if that's a good game, on cross-gen. We're still seeing Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain on those older consoles. We're probably going to see the next Call of Duty on those older consoles. It adds up, and it's getting to a point where I'm just thinking, Nintendo, just stop. All right, because fans have been asking for simple features that should have been on the system, and fans are starting to now play the system like it already is, and for you to just announce the console in 2017 or 2018, well, actually 2017 and 2018, just recently, soon after cross-gen has ended, especially when you're getting more games out, especially when you don't have as many third-party multiplayer games as you have, you can't just stop making, like, the Nintendo guys, the guys that are making the hardware and stuff and the graphics card and stuff. Yes, they can continue, but the OS type of guys have to continue, putting in features and stuff in these systems because it's getting ridiculous. It is getting ridiculous, and I just think that honestly, I'm starting to play the system as it already is, and if there is not at least a 5-year leap of that, then I think it's going to be worse. And I mean, take it for PS4. That's the dominant console right there. There's great games coming out in the future, I think. Cross-gen for that system has still yet to end. I mean, Persona 5 is still on the PS3. I think the next Yakuza is on PS3. Yeah. And your competition is with the PS4. I don't know about the Xbox One. That might, that might kind of just, I'm sorry for Xbox fans. They're going to hear me say this. I kind of think that might just be discontinued. I don't know if I should make a video on that explaining why, but yeah. But their competition is with the PS4, and they're losing against it, or they're actually losing that badly against it. They're being far third place or something like that. Yeah. And they're selling like PS3 and Xbox 360 numbers right now. That's what really gets me annoyed, is that they're really like, yeah. And you know, I'm happy with Xenoblade Chronicles X having, online co-op with 4 players and stuff and 32 um player exchanging information, I guess, or something like that. But if they don't have voice chat in there, then how see it seems like they just want to just move on to the Wii U successor when they still have a lot more things to do with the Wii U. It's like they're giving up on the Wii U. It sort of seems like they're giving up on the Wii U. It just seems that way. It seems like they're going to come out the console in 2017, 2018, and at the end of the day, that was kind of the Wii was kind of a failure, despite it having that many great games, because its OS wasn't up to par. It didn't have the install base that was, I guess, ideal, and yeah. I mean, people are saying, oh yeah, you wait till the Wii U successor get it. I don't think they're coming out the Wii U successor. I know they're not stupid enough to come out that console, a few years after cross-gen has just ended. I mean, I guess if you think about it, you look at the original Xbox that came out in 2002. The Xbox 360 came out in 2005. I don't think people were ready to buy the Xbox 360 till like 2007, probably. Cross-gen was still being supported, or if you want to say, cross-gen with all the 7th-gen consoles coming out, was supported for only about 2 months, and then that was it. So, if you think about it, since cross-gen was supported 2 years after the Xbox 360 launch, the original Xbox had 5 years of support. It had 5 years of support. GameCube came out, and it was a Wii. I think around GameCube came out at around 2001. So, and then Wii came out around 2006. I don't think there was that many. Maybe there was a cross-gen game for the Wii, but they only supported for like around 6 years, or 5. No, yeah, 5 years, 5 years and 2 months, and that was it. And I know that we're probably gonna get another cross generation, just because, I guess you could say, especially with the install base of the PS4, because if that goes up to 30 million or 40 million, yeah, then I mean they're still gonna have cross gen, and I don't think people would want to have another cross gen happen just after they got out of that recent one, and that's the reason why I'm just against them doing this. People don't. I guess you could say I kind of know that Nintendo didn't plan this to be a 10-year console, but at the same time, it kind of was. It kind of is a 10-year console because cross-gen has still yet to end. If cross-gen ended like right now, I wouldn't have said it. If cross-gen ended in 2014, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, then I would believe that the console would come out in what was it? 2019 or 2020. Yeah, then I would believe that it will come out around that time. But since cross-gen has still yet to end, yeah, that's why I believe it's coming in 2021. And yeah. So I mean, I'm happy with what they're doing with Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm happy that they're strengthening the online to where I expect them to do it. Like that with the 4-player online and 32 player just exchanging information and stuff. Like sort of like it's an MMO, but not. Yeah, like it has some MMO elements in there. I like that. I'm just saying they should just get these basic features in and know that cross-gen has still yet to end. If they were to release a console soon after cross-gen just ended, I think they would just get a lot of flack from a lot of people. And I want them to avoid getting as many flack because they've already had enough. Enough is enough. You need to stop getting more flack, and you need to start getting people's approval back or trust back or something like that. because I know that 9 million install base is not the Nintendo fans, all Nintendo fans buying the system or all core gamers buying the system. So get the OS in, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people and bundle Xenoblade Chronicles X with Wii U. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will buy, like maybe millions of people will buy that game for just that one system. I mean, just buy the system for just that one game. There's no way people are not going to get that game, especially with how many hours you can play through, especially how much content is in there. I think you expect a lot of people to buy it, and yeah. All right, the Wii just started growing its um the Wii started growing as a no, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Like I said, I started playing the Wii U as it should be, and they should just continue. Um, they should just and they should just keep the system for at least 5 years after. That way they wouldn't get a lot of flack. That way, at least I can say thank you. um, and for Tokyo's movement, for what you're doing, I wish you the best of luck. And hopefully these executives just realize that your image has kind of been worse. Ever since I guess the Wii era, because from what I've heard, you had a bunch of bad E3s, and now's the time to make sure that your image is not as worse. It's better than what it is. And if you release this console soon after Cross-Gen just ended, your image might just be as worse as it is, and I can't let, I guess, you Nintendo, risk that. Keep the Wii U console. It has the OS to keep the lifespan from going, not from going, I'm sorry, to go on. And keep on making amazing games. Do something unexpected. That's what the 7th generation has kind of taught me, especially when I made that video about what gaming. I think my second video, I think it was, what gaming could become. Do something good. Like I said, do something that I just said, I think, at the end of the video. So, if they're already planning for that, yeah, that's good. And sorry for the rant that I kind of just pulled off, because I've been kind of just getting annoyed, and it's been getting to the point where I'm just thinking there's no excuse. They need to get with the times. They need to catch up. And I'm not saying go popular. I'm not saying do all this stuff. I'm just saying get a lot of things do a lot of good things that modern gaming has brought us to. So, yeah. I think I might make another video soon, later. So, until then, see you.